Alright guys, what's up? So today I wanted to take a quick look at this new Lego set that was revealed a couple days ago, I believe. And it is the Lego Ideas Mineral Collection. So a little bit background why I'm interested in this set is because for school I am studying geology. It is something I'm interested in, have always been interested in. I collected rocks as a kid and still do now, right? But I just also never thought Lego would make rocks, right? Obviously, there's like rocks in their builds, like Rockwork and Lego Star Wars, and I don't know whatever else they make. But like just rocks themselves, I never expected that minerals or rocks. But So this was kind of a pleasant surprise, and so I wanted to take a dive, give you my thoughts. But right off the bat, I am kind of impressed with a lot of these rocks, and I also see a lot of what I expected to come out of this, even though I haven't even thought about it. Right. But to start off the bat, I wanted to look at a couple of the minerals in specific. So, oh, we will start right here with this group of minerals right here. So first off, we got this pyrite, and quite frankly, the pyrite or the rhodo rosite, I'm not pronouncing these right, are probably two that have really impressed me, and I think they look the most like their counterparts in the real mineral world, right? So if we take a look at pyrite right here, iron pyrite, you see these kind of cubic shapes, right? Kind of mixed in odd angles and whatnot. And if you look here, you get the same thing. I like the cool part usage of this Minecraft like sheep or pig head, right? I believe honestly three places right here, here, and here. And I think that's just a wonderful idea to kind of get that essence that the two cubes are built on each other, right? And that's what you'd find in the real world if you found pyrite in its crystallic form. So I am impressed with that. If I were to rate it, I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10, maybe even a 10 out of 10, but that might be generous. 9 out of 10 for a Lego representation of a mineral. But the fluorite is one of the ones I don't like as much. And I think it's just the translucent pieces aren't my favorite. If you look at the real deal right here, little piece of fluorite, yes, it like resembles it, but at the same time, just like seeing the anti stud through it and seeing the studs kind of just throws off the look. Whereas this more opaque pyrite, like you don't have that problem. So I think that's just the nature of them being made out of translucent parts. And I mean, at the same time, like I don't mind it. Like I'd give it a solid 6, right, out of 10. Um, but moving on real quick to the Ro- rhodochristite. Christine? Christine? Anyway, sorry. I am one. I thought it looked really cool, and once you take a picture of it, take a look at a picture, like you can see the accuracies really well. You got the crystals, the bigger crystals right here, and then you got those little tiny white crystals kind of poking out of it, and they do it so well here in the Lego form. I love the parts usage of these minifigure kind of action pose pieces and whatnot. I think those just like are perfect mini crystals for this, and am really pleased with that model. Now, if we scroll over a couple, take a look at right here, we got the Tangerine Quartz, and again, this one's another one I'm pleasantly surprised with. I think it looks very good. I like how it's kind of fading into the white at the tip with the yellow, but it's still got the strong orange. Um, I like the angles it's got; they're interesting, and just the overall composition like looks like a piece that you display, and that's kind of what people would have on their desks for Lego or rather mineral collections. And I enjoy that. And if you take a quick look at the Tangerine Quartz itself, you'd see very similar things. I think this one gives a nice, you got the darker orange parts, and then it kind of fades into a lighter part towards the middle and the top. And I think that was portrayed really well in its Lego form. So I'd give that one like a 7 out of 10. I think this square top kind of throws it off, but it's Lego, so you can look past that. Now this one I'm kind of split on. Um, it's amethyst crystal, kind of got the rock shell, like as if it were a geode that you cracked open. And I think it, like, you look at it and you know it's an amethyst crystal, but in a way it kind of looks too much like Lego. One of the things I really loved about the botanicals is like they would make you do a double take in a way. I have the Lego succulent set right here in front of me, and I think those almost look like real plants, right? You can tell it's plastic, you can tell it's Lego, but at the same time, it's like so close to what it could look like in reality that you have to take that double take, and that's one of the things I really like about it. Whereas this, like, you can tell right off the bat, like the color is a little different, a little raw off, right? But it's also a great model, so I'd still have to give it like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Um, but lastly, if you move over to this one, the Tourmaline, um, probably pronouncing that wrong again. At first, I wasn't really happy with this one. I thought it was a weird inclusion. Just the translucent bricks, right? You can see the anti studs really well and the studs, and it's just like I thought it took away. But then I took a look at a real picture of it, and it's got this kind of stringy, I don't know, ridge texture all along it. And the fact that you can see that really well in here, and the fact you can see those colors, that gradient with pink and yellow and green, just really sells it to me. And I think what could make it better is if they put it at like an angle, um, rather than balancing it on its edge. Like, it looks good on its edge, but if they gave it a slight angle in the display, I feel like it would just give it that much more eye, like, interest to your eyes. Um, but yeah, and overall, just like as the set as a whole, I really do like the setup. I like that there's two different heights, right? You've got these main ones, then you got the short one right in the middle. And the one thing I love is that you can separate them. You can pull them apart and display them in different ways, similar to the Lego succulents. Those you can take apart, and I have mine in like a string. If you've seen my yeah, in a string in my room, right? And I just think they look really good. But overall, I'm actually pretty excited for this set. The more I look at it, the more I want to get it in hand and take a look and kind of dissect it. I don't think it'll be the most interesting build, though there will be some highlights, just figuring out how they do the angles here and the angles here and the angles here, right? But let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm definitely going to pick this one up. Probably day one. I'll just order it on uh, the Lego website. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Is it something that you are interested in, or if you'd like to see any content based off of it? I think I'll make a review for sure. And then I have a kind of a fun, creative idea I want to do for a video, kind of an Easter egg hunt. And till next time, stay safe out there, and I'll see you later.